So thank you very much for joining us for our third Stay Safe with Melia presentation. Follow our step-by-step journey to reopening our hotels. A few housekeeping notes before we get started. All attendees will be muted throughout the presentation. Please post any questions throughout the presentation in the chat box. Please reach out to your Director of Sales for meetings and events, whether that be Beatrice, Brandy, Tina, Ron, and Carlos for additional information. Ron Warner will manage the questions and answers throughout the presentation. In Zoom, if you click on the chat box, you will be able to post questions as we move through the presentation. Please note, we hope to answer as many questions as possible in our allotted time. We will be prioritizing the questions related to entertainment. Please reach out to your Director of Sales for more information if we are not able to answer your question on this webinar. So here now we'll present a quick video that shows our reopening of Paradisus Playa del Carmen, which opened on July 1st. And this is what you can expect. What a great opening that was. So hello everyone, I'm Carmelina Iannarone. I'm the leader of sales for the Americas teams for meetings and events. That's for North America, including Mexico. I am very excited to introduce Melia Pro Travel Labs for meetings and events. Welcome to those of you who have already joined our community. If you are not already a member, we encourage you to join this private LinkedIn community where you will have real-time access to our roundtable discussions with guest speakers from Melia Hotels, updates on Stay Safe with Melia program, virtual site inspections, and so much more. Again, for more information, you can reach out to your Director of Sales so that you can be part of this Melia Pro LinkedIn community. On our road to reopening our hotels, we have partnered with Bureau Veritas, a world leader in testing, inspection, and certification. Today, we have a special guest that can speak directly on the planning and implementation of the Stay Safe with Melia program. I'm very excited to introduce Sadri Alexander, Regional Customer Experience Senior Manager for the Americas. Thank you for being here, Sadri, and sharing your first-hand experience and knowledge on the execution of this program.
My pleasure, Carolina. Thank you very much.
So Melia has put a lot of time and effort into rolling out the best protocol for staying safe and enhancing what we already do to protect the health of our guests and employees. As you can imagine, these are highly detailed topics. We have been presenting this program into a 4-part series, and it is our pleasure to present today part number 3. We are including experts from all divisions of our hotel operations. For those of you that have joined us last month, we discussed food and beverage and meetings and events. And the month before that, we presented reception, public areas, and rooms. As a member of Melia Pro, you'll have access to these recordings being our LinkedIn community. For more information, again, you can ask one of the Regional Director of Sales. So today we will be focused into guest experience and entertainment. Sadri will be sharing the customer journey as experienced at our hotels. This insight will mirror what you can expect at our Melia hotels around the world. So as everyone knows, entertainment is a significant area of focus at our hotels and something we take great pride in. Sadri, could you please take us through this experience and help our guests understand the new procedures in place for our entertainment operations at our hotels?
Well, absolutely. Thank you very much, Carolina, and hello, everyone. Special greetings, actually, from all the team of Paradisus Playa del Carmen, which I'm right here now in live. Beautiful weather today, and everybody is super pleased after 1 month of reopening. So it's a pleasure to be able to participate with you in this program and to be able to share with you all the work that has been done during the last month and all the new activities that the entertainment department has to offer. And all this following the safety protocols that Melia Hotels International has put in place with the new Stay Safe program with Melia. I'll be sharing and explaining a bit all the different sections of the department and all the measures we have been taking to ensure safe entertaining and magical experiences. So if you allow me, we should start talking a little bit about the adult sports activities. So perfectly during an incentive program, we will offer perfect day activities as a program for the adults. There are some of the protocols and process we have established as security measures, which I would like to go quickly through them. So before and after each activities, we have the protocol of cleaning, disinfecting, etc. We will have one entertainer for a number of guests. In this case, for each 10 adults, we will have one entertainer in charge of it. The activities will mostly be carried out in open air. There will be minimum 2 activities in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, of course, according to the number of guests. Night activities will also be organized, and the use of masks, which is very important to explain this, will be mandatory within the activities as long as we cannot keep the safety distance or the distancing between everyone. So for certain activities like physical ones, people will actually can't use their masks in these cases, but they will have to respect the social distancing that we have been organizing through the program. But anyway, let's take a look at the activities we offer in general in that program. So as you can see on the screen, we will have yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, training, body pump, biking, dancing. Well, some of these activities sounds very physical, but there's always this holiday and magical touch in them, which everybody can join in. And there is different levels: meditation, gap, which are fitness activities, running, and the most popular ones, to be quite honest with you, are the aqua fitness, aqua biking, which are also called like spinning, water spinning, the aqua stretching, float fit. Float fit is one of the most top successful activities, which is this paddle yoga in the middle of the swimming pool. Everybody really, really appreciates it, and it's for a group of friends or people of a group in general. This is very, very, very interesting. So now, all these activities actually are fun, trendy sports activities, and generally, as I said, are very popular. So now let's continue with the life enriching experiences, or energy for life. So life enriching experiences in the Paradisus brand, or energy for life at Melia, they are similar, but they have a different name. Are activities where we try to make guests enjoy unique and unforgettable experiences, sharing with them the culture, the local culture, culinary experiences, magical moments, the location and the staging, and all the details of the preparation makes these experiences unique. Again, there's some protocols that we have to do and have to apply to make sure that all the program and everything we offer to the guests are safe and organized and following the manual of Stay Safe with Melia. So before and after each activities, again, we have all these protocols. Social distancing for each activity will be respected. One teacher or one entertainer for each 10 guests, again, and we'll have at least one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and in the evenings as well. Mask will be mandatory during the activities. And in case we have a lot of demand for each activities, we will repeat, we will organize them again, and always respecting the social distancing. So these are very important points for us to combine fun, holidays, vacation, but certainly with safety rules and following the manual, which is very important. So let's see some of these life-enriching experiences. So as you see, we have tasting, different kinds of tastings, rum, cigar, local alcohols, local foods, local dishes. It's a very important part of this life-enriching experience is to share a piece of this magical holiday with our guests. So we have tastings, we have wine and art, which combines a tasting or discovering local cultures, culinary moments mixed with arts like painting, like discovering storytellings of the destination, which are part of all this. No crafts and cooking workshops, as I said before. So all these experiences are based on what the environment and the local culture has to offer, so that the guest, which is very important, can take a special memory or, as I said, a piece of their vacation back to their homes. Well, actually, we just want to help in creating memories, really. So, happenings and performances, which now let's get to moments where we actually, happenings and are moments where we want to surprise the guests, you see, during the day or during the evening. There are short performances that suddenly appears in the middle of the resort, which obviously also has all their rules in terms of safety. As I said before, all the organization before and after, the happenings will be carried out respecting the social distancing. The activities will all be, most of them, held in open air. If not, the social distancing is very, very important. We will use signs depending on what kind of activities or performances we are doing in order to remind the guests to respect the distance in between them and also in between them and the artist or the performance, no? Which is very important. And the happenings will take part in a single area of the hotel and won't be any mobile. It will not be like a group of dancers going from an area to another. It will be different ones and all working according to a place that we have chosen prior to the organization. Here's some examples of what we currently do in our hotels, so you can have an idea of what we offer. So happenings and performances, as I said, where we have plenty of musicians, live saxo players, violin, electric guitar in different areas of the hotel, frozen images that represent or culture characters or characters that are according to the theme of the evening or the show or to the concept we were using that day. Acrobats, a bit like kind of Cirque du Soleil, acrobats in arrows hanging from the ceilings, doing thousands of figures and movements, and with all this combined with spectacular outfits, lights, sound, etc., which altogether it looks really beautiful. Rituals, this is something brand new. We are going to start, we are doing already, but we will start doing in all the regional, like rituals, Mayan rituals, if we are in this hotel or in this area of the regional. If it's in Jamaica, using Jamaican rituals in the Dominican Republic, in Bahamas, a bit everywhere, according to what the local culture has to offer. And what we also started to do is using technology. Of course, we do need to use the technology in the correct way, and we're using video mapping images against walls, against balconies. So we're making like this sound and light kind of shows using the building of the hotel, and all this according to what we have to offer in the program. It has to go with the concept and to the evening theme or the day theme or something logical that we want to organize in order to surprise our guests. Every season or every end of season, we are innovating all the happenings and performances in order to surprise our guests more and more. Now, something new, which are the distance parties or distance events. With the current situation, we had, of course, to adapt some nights activities for the safety of our guests. For example, we had to reinvent the theme nights parties in order to continue offering live music and dancing evenings, dancing moments where people are gathering. Of course, people are on vacation, or in this case, if they are in an incentive group, well, they will have some moments during the evenings where they will have, though they would love to enjoy their free time with a nice band. Or so our responsibility as Melia Hotels International and the different brands is to give the opportunity to the guests to carry on enjoying themselves. But of course, we have to make sure that they are safe, and we have to follow the rules, no? So we will have one entrance for the main parties where we will take the temperature of the people, where they will have all these little centers with all the gel and everything to wash their hands. And we will offer masks if they don't have any masks on them, to make sure they will wear them, better said. And then all these rules we will have to establish, or we are establishing already. Well, people will feel safe, and actually it works very well. People are really enjoying. Sometimes it really feels that they forgot these 3 or 4 horrible months that everybody went through. So it's nice to see that it works. No. So for example. Well, let's go straight away. These are the new concepts we are doing. For example, as I said, all the setup of the areas where we are doing the parties are specially organized, carefully prepared. All the seating, as you see on these pictures, you can see spots on the floor, on the dance floor. This means these are areas where you're allowed to dance. The other areas you can't. Of course, it's not in a strict way where people feel that they are obliged to, but they follow the rules and they know we are here to make sure that they are safe. So people are really, really, really following us and enjoying. So we have the silent party. The silent party, it's a new concept we are using. People have their own headphones, or they are all with the protection. So it's the guest that opens it. He wears his headphones. He has 3 channels. So he can choose his favorite music. You can go through Latin, disco, rock, and then you see everybody dancing with this social distancing between them, with their music, and it's really, really fun. People really enjoy it. We have the neon distant party, which is a question of colors. All the artists are painted in different colors, so we offer to the guests some necklaces or bracelets, all disinfected, of course, where they're all there and everybody's with colors and lights and respecting the social distance, but it doesn't mean that they cannot party and have a good time. So we have pool quizzes and a lot more. We are really working on all this to have every 2 or 3 months new concepts, new look and feel, but all this following all the protocols. So these are the new concepts of the distance party. So now, with your permission, let's go to the part of the night shows. Night activities are very important. Everybody's very interested in that. So other important measures for everyone's safety, because as we know, the night shows, night activities, we organize it us as a company and as a hotel, as a venue. But we also count on external artists, so they all have to go through a procedure as well before they enter in the hotel. They'll all be in the same, let's say, backstage dress room, also with social distancing. And then when they do their act, of course, they will have their proper area where people will be kept a little bit away from them. And then we will have absolutely no problem in order to perform what we have to offer. Theaters as well, and this is where masks will be obliged, even though there is the correct social distancing. And now I would like to present you some of the new concepts of shows that we have been actually doing, and very successful since the reopening. So what we have, external visual shows. So we're talking about local shows, visuals, acrobats, circus, live music, dance choreographies, concepts. There's a lot of visual shows. We did a brand new one, which is an aquatic Cirque du Soleil kind of show in the middle of the pool with acrobats, singers, dancers, and as you see people from behind in that picture, some of the guests are watching from their own balcony, which is very interesting, and it did give us a brilliant idea in order to come up with something new. I'll tell you about it right now. So we have dinner shows, We will organize once to twice a week dinner shows within the best locations of the hotel, movie and picnic or shows and picnic. As you can see also in the pictures, we organize like carpets on the beach and a big screen or a show in the middle with a bonfire. And it's a very, very cozy kind of ambiance, but very safe, and people really, really enjoy it. And then the balcony show, as I just mentioned, this is a new concept. We also started doing this after this situation. We're offering live music or certain happenings or kind of mini shows just in the middle of a certain area of the hotel where people can actually enjoy it, watching it from their own balcony, which is very, very funny at the end. It looked bizarre at the beginning, but it does look very interesting. People are having their drink from their own balcony, enjoying a mini show before their supper or before their obligations in case of a meeting or something they'll have to do with their group. But this is another idea added to what we've been creating for the entertainment programs. We're very happy with the results of these new shows. The acceptance was very good. All the social distancing, everything has been respected according to the protocols of the Stay Safe and Melia program. Now, if your program involves children and families, we also have a very powerful program for the little ones. As with adults, or more, maybe, because we know the little ones, when they run everywhere, and so protocols are followed very strictly. Again, we will have one entertainer for every 5 kids, 5 children. Everything has to be in open air. They will have to wear their masks in every activity, so if the parents wants to join in as well. So all that side is totally under control. And these are some of the activities we offer. Talent show, Genius Labs. Genius Labs are kind of life-enriching experiences, but adapted to children. Beach rallies, craft workshops, visual workshops, laugh therapy, children garden, etc., etc. We have a long list of activities for the children, and the activities are working very, very well, and we are having a very good result actually with the kids and with the parents. Now the other section is for the teens activities. We also have all the procedures and all the protocols for the teenagers. For this section in particular, we want to be very innovative using technology, but without losing the magic touch, the culture, the teaching them something, learning something new. It's very important for the teenagers. As you can see, we have all these measures, all these procedures, one entertainer for seven teenagers, and etc. 2 activities in the morning, 2 in the afternoon minimum, night activities, and the use of mask, and of course, social distancing. Sorry to repeat that a lot, but this is very important. It's visual, people need to feel safe, and so in order to offer to every section, to everybody, a correct way of entertaining them and them having fun, we need to have this social distancing very, very clear. Example of activities for teenagers where we have to be very modern with the teenagers. Booth camp activities, hip-hop classes, DJ, graffiti, rap, drums, percussion, and plenty of activities that really, the TikTok activity, we started doing this with them, works perfectly. And actually all these activities, very important to know, if they're applicable to teenagers, they are perfect for adults. They would love them too. So I think we talked a little bit about all the entertainment section of the department. This is the big picture, an overview of everything we offer. We work very hard, very strictly with all this, but we definitely didn't lose our passion, our love for what we do. And we can't wait to share it with all of you. So I hope you enjoy this and that you will soon come and visit us and take part in all these experiences. Well, thank you very much for your time, and anything, here I am.
Wow, Sandri, thank you so much. And of course, your position is so key in all of this. Coming to a beautiful resort and to be able and to assure our guests that all the wonderful experience that you normally get at our property, you can get the same exact experience with the new protocols. So definitely for programs that allow space for all these activities is absolutely key and so very well presented. Now you say that all the activities are for everybody. You get me in one of those bubbles and I'll fall right over, and who knows how I'll be able to get back
Hey,
up.
Annie.
Well, don't worry, we're already planning on something.
Now the silent party, that's a different
Really?
story.
How long? I'm in a conference, but that's okay. How long has it been out?
Oops, we have some.
How long has it been out?
We need to have everybody's microphones off. Thank you, Joey. Yeah, perfect. So again, Sadri, of course, our properties occupied. Oops. Oops.
Yeah.
Yep, can you hear me? Sorry.
Yes, of course.
I felt like I froze there for a minute. Our properties occupy all this wonderful open areas, and being an horizontal construction, of course, allows for many areas to have these activities and be able to maintain the social distance and follow our very strict protocols that Bureau Veritas dictates. So,
absolutely.
So your position is definitely key, and of course, the guest experience in our hotels is where we have our ambassadors. So again, Sadri, this is absolutely wonderful. And I would like to share that another exciting tool is the digital experience we offer for our virtual site inspections through a digital platform. It is very user-friendly, and you have your clients, you and your clients are able to see every single corner of our hotels without leaving home or your office. We also have a great 3D diagramming tool that is helping us to be more visual with our groups, and it's becoming a great ally for meeting planners when making a decision that may impact the agenda. So, you know, it's putting it all together and giving everyone that security and that coming to our hotels, that we're being very flexible, we're being creative, and we're keeping everybody safe. So the way we've held events in the past will look a little different in the future, but it's just a matter of adapting and having the creativity to offer solutions. Please count as well for our convention services team to collaborate with you and exceed any expectations. So everything is coming together with this new normality. And again, as mentioned, with the Stay Safe Ambassador, we've increased our staff to include an ambassador who is responsible for implementing these new procedures. Our Stay Safe Ambassador will be the main key to ensure all procedures are followed by employees and guests. They will be working with the staff for training throughout each restaurant to make sure everyone follows and understands the new procedures. So basically, this is our internal police officer making sure that the protocols are in place and that everybody's following them, and yet through you, of course, Sadri, is to be able to have that wonderful experience at our properties. It is important to mention that our employees are empowered, all our employees are empowered to be ambassadors throughout their daily tasks to assist customers with proper new protocols as well as existing protocols. Our Stay Safe Ambassador will also be able to provide answers and information to guests upon request. And remember that our Stay Safe by Melia protocols cover our customer journey in all the senses. Therefore, our Stay Safe Ambassador is the main key to make sure that this is followed from the beginning to end. So again, we want to thank you very much for joining us today. Sadri, you're absolutely amazing. Thank you. Your creativity is just
thank you.
Never ends, keeps going on, and it's an absolute wonderful for our company. So we invite you to our next Melia Pro Meetings and Events Travel Labs, which will take place on August 18th. Well, we will have our AV company, which is JSAV Production, that are also very key with the new normality, and they will show you stuff that will be absolutely amazing, where we can have presential, meetings at our property, and have have the virtual meetings and have people from their hometown or from their homes or even enjoying the experience at our property but from their guest rooms and being able to participate in a general session from the comfort of the room. So JSAV will be showing us all of this on Tuesday, August 18th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We hope to be able to have everyone join us for our next session. So we have touched on a lot of information. We have Ron ready and happy to answer any questions you might have. Ron, do you want to take it from here with the question and answer portion of the session today?
Sure. Thank you, Carmelina. So far, we don't have any questions. We have some nice comments, but we don't have any questions yet. So please, if you have any questions, just put them in the chat box and we will gladly answer them for you.
Perfect. I have seen a few comments come in as well. So I guess that we have no questions. No, okay. Well, again, we thank everyone for joining us today. Oh, is one question. Mm-hmm.
What are the DMCs doing to keep people safe once landing? This question came from Lynn McNamara.
Very good. I can answer that question. We've had a session maybe about a month or so ago where we invited one of our DMCs from the destinations that at the moment they were in Cabo, but they do work in a different destination in Mexico. And they've showed us all the protocols that they have in place to ensure our guests' safety. So, it's the entire journey from the airport. For example, the airports in Mexico all have their protocols as well. And they have an entire protocol to from the moment they are greeted at the airport and to the moment they get into to the resort, all their protocols are in place. Oh, Tina's telling us here that that's true. Tina, thank you. The session is recorded and you can find it on our Melia Pro Travel Labs on our LinkedIn community page.
Okay, our next question is from Sarah Reuter. Can we fast forward to February with respect to groups and meetings? Is there a maximum size of groups for private events, food and beverage, etc.?
So again, the protocols are being followed in the hotel. The way it takes place in Mexico, for example, is we go by what the government dictates. So you can only have a certain amount of occupancy at our hotels, and it works as a traffic light almost. So they have one color, yellow, red, orange, yellow, and green. So right now we are at the orange stage. And this tells us that there's a certain amount of occupancy the hotels can have, and you have to maintain that 1.52 meter or 6 feet distance on the different setups that we have. So that is being worked in this manner.
Okay, thank you. Our next question is from Jose Aguirre. Your hotels in Mexico are operating at 100%?
So we have 2 hotels in Mexico that are open at the moment. And again, following what I just mentioned, where we have to follow that traffic light color that the government really dictates. So the government is the one that tells us how that light is moved. So we're in the orange stage at the moment. And we do have our 2 hotels that are open, which is Paradisus Playa del Carmen and Melia Puerto Vallarta. And we are following at the moment, the maximum occupancy you can have is 30%. So as we saw it in this call today, our Paradisus Playa del Carmen, both of them actually open on July 1st. And yeah, it's we're slowly increasing our occupancy. Of course, we don't have the same level of flights coming into the destination as we have in the past, but we are getting news that more and more airlines are flying in. So that is good news for everybody, and especially for the hotels that are open.
The next question is, from Lynn McNamara. Are hotels in Caribbean and Mexico allowing U.S. citizens right now?
Yes, it is open for U.S. citizens. No restrictions for our hotels. At least from Mexico. For the Dominican Republic, Bahamas, Jamaica, there are different set of restrictions, but for Mexico, it is open for U.S. citizens.
We don't have any other questions at this time.
Okay. Well, thank you again very much. If anything does come up, feel free to contact any of us for any further questions. And we look forward to seeing you on August 18th with our JSAV presentation. Thank you. Thanks to everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.